Next up, we got this 2008 Doritos horror game uses your webcam by Butterson TV. Go check them out. Go check them out. You know, them like late night scrolls when you're just like in bed scrolling through YouTube and then you're just hovering over the videos, let them autoplay for like 10 seconds. Like, I saw the title of this one, right? I saw the title of this one, hovered over it, watched that little section. I was like, wait a minute. I can't watch this. Gotta save it. We gotta check it out on stream. So that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly what we gonna do. Let's check it out.
Consent, privacy, and safety. All three boundaries you sign away when you start to play Hotel 626, a game with scare tactics that crossed boundaries and broke laws, which resulted in its shutdown, saving the faces and addresses of every player behind an invalid link. But what could have made this 15-minute horror game so terrifying?
Well, I mean, just the simple fact that it uses your webcam and stores the data, that's already too much. That's already an issue. Buckle
up, because we're going back to October 31st, 2008, when T.I.'s Whatever You Like is the #1 song. Bitcoin was just introduced to the world, and a horror game under the name Hotel 626 was published. Hotel 626 was a web browser game that didn't require you to download anything, meaning anybody could play this horror game for free and safely by typing in hotel626.com. The reason the game is called Hotel 626 is because you can only play the game from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., forcing you to play the game during the night.
Oh, wow, that's messed up. That's messed up. A game that forces you to play at 6 to 6. That's messed
asking
up.
You a would you rather. Commit yourself or check in. Then requires your name, email, password, date of birth, and to enable your webcam and microphone to check in. After you check in, you wake up in your hotel room with the most realistic graphics for a horror game ever seen in 2008.
Oh my lord, the graphics are amazing.
This game makes you endure challenges to escape the hotel, but progressively gets more realistic and horrifying as you play. The first challenge is taking a photo of a girl in a dark room, which prompts a jump scare.
Whoa.
How did they make this so good?
Well, the second challenge is
how did they make a 2008 horror game look this good though? Like actually
starts to break because you have to sing a lullaby to a sleeping demon baby. Its head is twitching constantly and it puts you on edge. You sing through your microphone, and if you fail, you'll get jump scared, but if you succeed, you'll just end up getting bonked in the hallway anyways. This is about the halfway point of the game, and this is where things start to get creepy. You wake up in a padded cell next to a crazy old guy who is the key to you escaping the room.
When are you playing this? I hope this is not online anymore and they store your data and do whatever the hell they do with it. So we'll see. We'll see.
He is mumbling the key to get out, and the combo is constantly changing, so you can't look up the answer on Google. Instead, you actually have to complete it by turning your volume to the max just to hear the muffled combination. And once you type that in, what you see after you open the door made most players shut their laptops and never play this game again. Because when you escape the room, what you see next is hanging Polaroids of faces from other players.
What?
Can you see where this is going? At the start of the game,
that's
when you
weird.
agree to using your webcam, your picture is taken without your knowledge, and you are now on one of these Polaroids. You have to quickly look through rows.
See, that's why you gotta read the terms and conditions before you click buttons. And this is what this should teach you.
The faces until you see yourself.
That's messed up.
And imagine playing that game for the first time and seeing yourself on that Polaroid. In 2008, games weren't that advanced, so people were terrified seeing themselves in a horror game as they were playing it. But it doesn't slow down from there. Trust me. If anything, it just gets much worse. Your phone rings. It is the middle of the night when no one should be calling. You pick up your phone and hear, that's right.
No shot. No shot. What the hell? That's too much. Nah. I see why no games are doing this no more. Cause I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all that, bruh. No, sir. What?
The game calls your real phone number.
That shit is crazy.
To get out of the hotel.
Trying to help you. Go left.
When did they have you type your phone number in?
After finding the exit, you get in your car, turn on the ignition,
and then you hear your car start up outside of your house.
End the game. Wait. What is that? Yeah, the game doesn't end there. A few days go by, then weeks, and you start to forget about the game. Eventually, one day, it starts to get dark. The clock hits 6 p.m. and your phone starts ringing. You pick it up, and here, you can never leave the hotel. And there's no real escape from its horrors. Okay, it ends there. I think. Isn't it crazy to think they would call you back in a few weeks? Any normal person wouldn't expect that. And the twist is, some people went crazy thinking they were actually trapped in the hotel. Nah, I'm just kidding, but there is a bigger twist. This game takes roughly 15 minutes to complete, and the biggest
Wait, so they actually did call you 2 weeks later, or they didn't call you 2 weeks later? Which one is it?
is that the game was made as an advertisement, a promotion for Doritos. Not a single triangle square chip in sight, but that's kind of what made this advertisement work. One of the greatest browser horror games ever created was for an advertisement that didn't require you to purchase anything, didn't advertise anything in the game, and it delivered a unique horror experience.
Doritos! You just finished the game. You just get a big ass screen that flashes Doritos. And the game just shuts the fuck off.
Internet. Sadly, Doritos missed that mark in 2009 on the sequel Asylum 626. Another game created by Doritos that took the same approach of breaking the fourth wall. By using your webcam and making you log into your Facebook account, the game became even more realistic. By using people you know personally in the challenges. Like at the start when you had to choose between which one of your friends would get tortured in the asylum.
It's Tom. He says Tom,
Which they would then expose which friend you chose on your Facebook. There's another part where you
That's fucked up! Can you delete the post though? They should have made it like a pinned post and added the person.
have to get extremely close to the screen to look into a dark, dirty sink, and it's just your face being shown in the water because of your webcam.
See, that's cheating. You can't have the homies in the room when you're doing it. You cheating. You cheating. He was about to piss himself. He'd have pissed his pants. You see? You can't have the homies in the room when you playing, man. Supposed to play it alone in the dark.
This game was by buying a bag of Doritos to obtain a code for the final stage. If you didn't, then you would be stuck staring at TV screens with the Doritos logo, causing a lot of critics to say Asylum 626 lacked the creativity and horror innovation that Hotel 626 brought, which caused this sequel to not perform as well as its predecessor. But in a time where the internet was starting to boom and the dangers of the internet were still unknown, this game not only gave entertainment, but also provided a valuable lesson on sharing personal information online.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people are more skeptical.
Read it. I'm still not gonna read the accept terms and conditions, but you should read them. You definitely should.
Of what they're sharing online and what they're clicking on. But back in 2008, the internet was like a virtual playground where you think you can't be touched by anything. For example, during this time, I was trying to download Microsoft point generators and infecting my laptop with the latest adware. But thankfully, most of us have learned internet safety and to not enter in personal information online. I hope.
Shit.
Now, 24 years later, where is Hotel 626? Well, the entire 626 franchise shut down just 3 years later in 2011 for unknown reasons. But here are the theories onto what happened. The first theory
They sold everybody's data and got shut down because of legal issues.
is that Doritos wanted to just avoid a lawsuit since they had access to players' information and their mobile numbers, so they took everything down. The second being more scary, a hacker took over the game's data and began calling players himself, causing Doritos to wipe the entire game for user safety. And the third reason claims that Doritos
Second theory doesn't work. The hacker already would have had all the data. He would have second stored. Second one, poof.
decided to just stop paying for the domain and let the game disappear into the internet's
That's what happened. That's definitely, it's a mixture of the first and the last one.
catalog. To me, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense because the game is still actively searched for and it's an advertisement, so it's all just a write-off for Doritos. And if they kept going with
It's a mixture of the first and the last
they could
one.
have gained an additional form of revenue from their game studio. So I did more research and found
Nigga, no one's about to continuously play the Doritos games.
out the Center for Digital
Let's be real
Democracy,
here.
Consumer Action,
Let's
Consumer
be real
Watchdog,
here.
and Praxis Project had filed a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission and argues that PepsiCo and Frito-Lay violate federal trade law because the digital techniques are deceptive and that marketing is disguised as entertainment and a range of personal information is collected without meaningful notice or consent. The complaint argues that teenagers are particularly susceptible to these techniques because they act impulsively, are easily influenced by peers, and engage in risk-taking behaviors without thinking thinking of the consequences of their actions. The last update said the FTC was currently reviewing the complaint, but since the website is down, we can just assume the first theory was correct.
Yeah.
So what even was Doritos?
To make sure the first and the last
was for discontinued chips that were coming back from the dead. The flavors were
Black Pepper Jack
and Jack and Smoking Cheddar Bar.
Smoking cheddar would be gas. What? Smoking cheddar sounds fire. Can we get that? Can y'all like revamp this and bring that? I don't even like Doritos that much, but smoking cheddar sounds gas. Black Pepper Jack, keep that.
Barbecue. Both chips have since been discontinued. Doritos hasn't made a horror game since, but they did release a free-to-play Crash Course game in 2012, and it became a hit on the Xbox with gameplay similar to Wipeout and Ninja Warrior. As for that game, it is still up and playable on the Xbox Live network. However, Hotel 626 has been deleted from the internet and is only remembered through YouTube gameplay videos and ancient old blogs, which is honestly really surprising. A company as big as Frito-Lay, who owns Doritos and pretty much every major chip brand, hasn't capitalized on this nostalgic game franchise yet. It just seems like a free way to get additional
Smoking
revenue.
That cheddar pack, I played that all the time.
Have you seen the wildest ads on YouTube since ad blocker has been removed? Well, you aren't alone. And I actually clicked on the first 100 YouTube ads to see if I'll get a virus. And you could watch that by clicking this box right here. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys do have a great rest of your day. Leave a like.
You're mean, Lucky. Why would you say that? Why would you say that, Lucky? I would fight them. I wouldn't let them put him down. He deserved it. The kid probably deserved it. But a banger video from Butterson TV. I never would have known about this if it wasn't for him. So shit. Link in the description. Go check him out. Go check him out, gang. Let me know what the fuck y'all thought about it.